Yes, I have this envelope that this is apparently from you.
Yeah.
And should I go ahead and open it?
Yes.
Okay.
You have so much restraint, it kills me. That sucker would have been opened as soon as I walked in the door.
Got to get the sound of the thing being opened on the air. That's the biggest present of all, Kate. Oh man, this is
It's a big envelope, huh?
It is. It's a giant.
What could it be?
It's about 18 inches by 12. It's pretty. And look at that. United States of America. Nice laminated map.
It's a placemat. And on the back, you can get your dry erase marker.
Oh.
And do your own states and capitals.
And challenge myself.
For your own quizzing. Yes.
This is a placemat. That's hilarious.
Isn't that fantastic?
Yeah, this is great. Thank you so much.
So there's one for Matt and one for Kate. And then I also got the U.S. presidents.
Oh, you got the U.S. presidents.
Yeah, because I'm trying to teach my daughters the song.
Oh, okay.
You know the president song?
No, I don't know that song.
Oh, you don't know it?
No. Sing it.
George Washington, John Adams, Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, James Monroe, John Quincy Adams, Andrew Jackson, Martin Van Buren. Okay, see where I'm going here?
Yeah.
I get a little I used to know it so well, and I get a little wobbly after Lincoln.
Yeah, I don't remember that one. I remember the 50 nifty United States.
Now, see, I never learned that, so I'm trying really hard to get the girls to know their states and the capitals, and I'm trying to, be more secure with them to when they go, is such and such? I'm like, smart speaker. Or Siri. Yeah.
This is great. Man, thank you so much, Kate.
You're welcome.
United States of America. Best vacation products. Dr. Toy winner. Okay.
Yeah. But now if you want to eat at your cube, you also have a placemat.
So some of the states, so we see in Kansas, we see wheat and sunflower. In Missouri, we see hog and Mississippi River. It's interesting what is or is not shared on each one of these states. Fun. This is great.
Yeah. Are you studying right now?
I am. So on the side where it says challenge yourself, where the map is blank and all you see are the little stars where the capitals are, on the left side of this map it says states! Exclamation point, and little check boxes. That way you can check them off as you fill them in. Mm-hmm. And then on the right side it says capitals! Exclamation point, and then it's listed all the capitals so you can do the same deal. Here we go.
I like that way because then you know what you're missing. You can see which capitals you're missing because you can obviously mark them off as you've used them. Instead of I don't know what the capital of Delaware is. It's Dover, but.
TotTalk.com says at the upper top of the deal. Tot Talk Incorporated. Okay. Oh, man. Dimensions. It even has the dimensions listed here. 11.5 inches by 17.5 inches, 0.2 pounds. I can get a workout lifting this thing up and down.
I know. It was kind of hard to find a package for it.
I feel I kind of want to hang this up next to my map of the world instead of using it. I don't really eat here, at the station.
Right.
But I feel like it should be here at the station,
I mean, it could travel with you. I could figure out a way to, get some clips, kind of like suspender clips, and you can put it over your shoulder like a man bag.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I could sling it behind my back like all my other stuff. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. We have lots of feedback, by the way.
Oh, good. Maybe?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Good feedback, not just lots of feedback.
Yeah.
Lots of good feedback. Okay.
So yesterday, we were prepping for a couple of days. We were prepping for Groundhog Day. We were prepping for tater tot day, right?
Yeah.
And so you started listing off all kinds of different potato-based products.
Yes.
And so we had a couple people write in.
We have additions. Yes.
And so we have Paul wrote in with buttered potatoes.
Okay.
And potatoes with jackets.
Paul, I want to hear more about potatoes with jackets. What are potatoes with jackets?
I looked it up. It's something British, it seems.
Okay.
Jacket potatoes.
But do the British call them jackets? Don't you think they'd have a fun word like jumper? Potatoes with jumpers.
I get the impression that maybe it's just a baked potato and with the skin on it?
Right? I mean, isn't that a baked potato? I eat the skin, so, I mean.
Classic jacket potatoes. Make the perfect jacket potato. Crispy on the outside and meltingly soft in the middle. Okay, so the idea is you really crisp up the exterior?
I mean, do we butter the potato and then we bake it? Because I could be down for that.
I'm sure any of these things you could douse any amount of butter on and it wouldn't violate the deal.
My dad didn't like potato peels, so that when we'd have baked potatoes, he'd eat his baked potato and then he'd hand it to me, and I'd put a little bit more butter and I'd put a little bit more salt on it and I'd roll it up and eat it. Oh, gosh.
Make sure I get this right. Potatoes with jackets. Delish has a link.
Okay.
And every time I search for potatoes with jackets, it always comes back with just jacket potatoes.
A potato and a hoodie?
Yes.
I keep picturing like Winnie the Pooh. You know how he's got like the red shirt on and no pants. I keep seeing like a potato with like a shirt on. Potato with a jacket.
Scrub the potatoes. After washing the potatoes, dry them. Oil them. Olive oil helps the skin crisp up and makes it taste better. Rub the potatoes all over. You want them slick before baking. That sounds sensual. Season generously. Poke holes. When you don't pierce the potato before baking, it'll likely explode in the oven, literally. It will also creepily whistle. Pricking it all over with a fork or paring knife helps steam escape and avoid both of the above situations. Don't get the oven too hot. If the oven's too hot, say 200 degrees Celsius, come on guys, the skin will cook too quickly while the middle stays hard. A baked potato takes patience, or at least a good hour and a half.
That is true.
So it seems like basically potatoes with jackets are you really oil up the skin.
Well,
Okay.
I'm going to say thank you, Paul, because now I'm going to try that next time we do baked potatoes. I'm going to butter those bad boys up. Yeah, what else?
We got feedback from Jamie, who writes, did you say hash browns? Which we did.
Yeah.
Or O'Brien potatoes?
Oh, well done, Jamie.
Brian potatoes. So what's about O'Brien? Are you familiar with these potatoes, Kate?
Aren't those just like diced potatoes, like diced hash browns? And sometimes you have like green peppers.
Pan-fried potatoes along with green and red bell peppers. Okay.
Yeah.
That's like a good, another good breakfast kind of deal.
Yeah.
Crack an egg over that. Yeah.
Well done, Jamie.
So there you go. Thanks to everyone who sent in feedback about other potato-based products. And we hope that you and yours have a very happy hash brown day or celebrate with whatever potato type item you would like.
There you go. Sub out tater tot.
And if you would ever like to send feedback to the show, find Matt and Kate on Facebook and send us the feedback. Oh, actually, there is one more. Jamie followed up with, Kate, have you had the potato casserole or funeral potatoes? My absolute favorite.
Okay. Now, I know of several hash brown casseroles, but I don't know of it being called the funeral casserole.
Yeah, so it looks like when I search for funeral potatoes, it's basically looks like funeral potatoes is a traditional potato hot dish or casserole that is popular in the American Intermountain West and Midwest. Interesting way to put that, Wikipedia. Also, hash brown casserole, cheesy hash browns, those potatoes, or party potatoes. And those are great.
Now, see, I would say that the funeral potatoes are the hash brown casserole that comes with the cornflakes on top.
Yes.
And then I like the hash brown casserole sans cornflakes.
Oh, you don't like the cornflakes on there?
It's not my favorite.
Oh, okay.
My sister likes it, so whenever we have hash brown casserole, my mom always makes it with cornflakes. I'm like, can you just leave a corner without cornflakes, please? That'd be great. Monty makes a mean hash brown casserole, which is just like dumping cheese and sour cream and butter and hash browns into a casserole dish and baking it until it bubbles, and it's amazing. That I even like to eat when it's cold.
Yeah, it still ends up crispy or whatever.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
How long it's been cooked.
But I need to add that to my list, though. The funeral potatoes. Thank you, Jamie.
Yeah, my mom makes a really good potato casserole, cornflake potato, whatever you want to call it. It's really good.
Yeah.
And once again, yeah, you can eat that cold. Tastes pretty good cold.
So good.
So many ways to enjoy potatoes. Oh, man, we could do a whole week of shows about it.
I know. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you, Paul. Matt, you know how much we love maps, right?
Yes, so much so that you got me a map.
I got you a map.
In case anyone missed it earlier, Kate got me this amazing United States of America map. And I just realized that this could make pretty good sound in the mic.
Yeah. Because it's a placemat map.
It's a placemat. It's perfectly laminated. This thing's great.
So while you're eating, you can be learning.
Made in the USA, a United States of America map made in the USA. Kate, did you notice that part? Wow.
Of course.
Fantastic. All right, so maps. We got a new map?
Maps. Okay, yep. I've got a map that Google released just recently, the Super Bowl food in every state from last year's game. So they're thinking this is what's going to happen in this year's game. And there were two foods that tied for number one. And there were two foods tied in 6 different states, okay? So I'm going to ask you to guess, what do you think the top 2 Super Bowl foods were in the nation last year?
I'm going to say queso.
Okay.
And I'll go with wings.
That's a good idea, considering we've talked about how big wings are for Super Bowl. But
I know it seems actually kind of lazy because it seemed like you were alternating between, well, not wings, but like a wing dip, I guess.
Yeah.
And queso. But all right.
I love both. I could eat both all the time. Actually, the top 2 foods, 6 different states, said 7-layer dip is their Super Bowl go-to, which, okay. I mean, it's in the same field as queso. I get that.
Yeah.
I associate 7-layer dip with like the Mexican, where you've got like the beans and then you've got the meat and the cheese and the guac.
Yeah.
I suppose there could be other 7-layer dips out there with like chicken and sour cream and cheese. I don't know, but I'm assuming, and we know what that means, 7-layer dip is the Mexican style. The other tied with 6 different states, cake. I don't get it, Matt. Okay. Cake? People are like, yeah, our Super Bowl go-to is cake?
Yeah, that's a weird choice. Okay.
Missouri, 7-layer dip.
All right. Yep.
Kansas, you want to guess this one? Buffalo chicken dip.
Oh, really? Specifically the dip. I'm surprised.
Specifically. And I'm like, yeah, I get you, Kansas. I get you. Now, there's a few out there with like main dishes. A lot of these are like sides, like 7-layer dip and buffalo chicken dip. But like Oklahoma, their number one food is pulled brisket.
Oh.
Pulled brisket. Indiana has ham and cheese sliders.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
But this is another thing. Do you think chili is a main dish or a side dish?
Well, first off, a slider is kind of a side.
I mean, I didn't put it in the main dish category. I didn't. Google did.
Oh, okay.
That's why, like, chili? Would you say chili's a side dish?
I don't think so.
I feel like chili's a main item.
Yeah, chili's a main item, and then cornbread would be the side dish.
Okay, so according to this map, chili is a side dish.
Oh, okay, fine.
Which, all right, I guess. I mean, main dish, yeah, pulled pork, pulled brisket, ham and cheese sliders. Side dish, taco soup, Swedish meatballs in Kentucky, pepperoni rolls in Tennessee.
I'm really thrown by pulled brisket.
Yeah?
Why pull it? Pardon the expression.
Well, if it shreds, depends on how you cook it, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
If you crock pot it, doesn't it shred it?
Yeah, probably.
Does it shred easily? But if you smoke it, then you can slice it.
I guess.
I kind of sound like I know meat right now, Matt.
Yeah, you do.
Ooh.
Yeah, that makes sense. I guess. And Super Bowl is kind of a crock pot centric event.
Yeah. Yeah.
Historically. I mean, in these in between times, I really can't say. But
You know what? Okay. I'm going to ask you to guess Alaska
oh,
because it's very specific. And it kind of makes me want to go to Alaska to watch the Super Bowl. That's their number one food.
Kodiak bear.
Oh. Bear steaks?
That's the animal list. That's the one that's listed on the United States of America map.
That's awful. Paleo salmon cakes.
Paleo salmon cakes.
Paleo. Don't you think that's very specific? I mean, you lost me at paleo, but you kept me at salmon cakes.
Yeah, that does sound pretty good. Damn, I should have guessed something fab. I was thinking
Salmon.
I was going to say cod or something.
I thought you were going to for sure say salmon.
What makes them paleo? The fact is paleo mean it's like free of carbs or something like that?
I don't know, but how do you get it to stick together without the breadcrumbs or the crackers?
No, I'm searching for paleo to make sure that we're... paleo diet typically includes lean meats, fish, fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds. Paleo diet limits foods that became common when farming emerged about 10,000 years ago. So, okay, that makes sense. So, yeah, you probably wouldn't have all kinds of flour on
if
there.
the cavemen ate it, this is how we would eat it type of thing.
Yeah, I guess so.
We kind of tease about Colorado being a bunch of hippies. We love Colorado, but we tease.
I try not to, but...
You try not to call them hippies?
No, come on, Colorado's great.
Oh, I think it's great too, but we joke about them being hippies.
You and I don't. I don't know what you're talking about.
We, in our house, joke about
you in your house.
Colorado being, sorry. Their food is sweet potato skins. It's like, really? You're going to...
Sweet potato skins. Huh, okay.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty good.
You're gonna-
You don't think that sounds good?
No.
Do you not like sweet potatoes?
No.
In case anyone missed it, Kate claims she's not a picky eater yet. Doesn't like a ton of things, it seems.
Sweet potatoes, beans, and onions, Matt. I mean, I don't think that's a lot.
No, there's one more. What was the other one? Wasn't there another one that we were just talking about yesterday?
Guacamole.
Marshmallows.
Marshmallows. Yep.
Okay.
But I think the list of things that I do eat outweigh the things that I...
No cornflakes on my cornflake potatoes.
I don't mind cornflakes. I just don't want it in my casserole. Cereal has its place in a dessert or in a breakfast, but...
Has anyone tried Frosted Flakes on there instead? I'm sure someone's tried it,
Oh,
right?
gosh. Let us know how that turns out.
Yeah.
Football cookies is number one in Wisconsin.
Football cookies?
Football cookies.
So they shape like sugar cookies into footballs or something like that?
Yeah, maybe.
And then icing them up appropriately? Stitching and all that?
And lace them up. Yep.
Lace them up, yeah. So, do you plan to cook any of these items and or consume any of these items for your Super Bowl Sunday, Kate?
I think you nailed it with queso. I think we're going to do like an espinaca queso for Super Bowl.
Oh.
The girls were talking about doing make your own pizza. So we're kind of talking about that. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, see,
I haven't got that far.
I figured we would have heard pizza on. Do you see pizza on that map?
Washington has pizza dip. New Mexico has pizza snacks.
Washington State, I assume, right?
Yes.
Huh.
Jalapeno poppers are in Illinois. Nope, I think pizza itself is not one because that would be a main dish, right?
Yeah, but I thought they had some main dishes on there.
Yes, the main dishes are only chili dog, pulled pork, pulled brisket, and ham and cheese sliders. Those are the main dishes.
Chili dog.
But chili is a side.
Yeah, okay.
I guess Tennessee is pepperoni rolls.
Yeah.
But
it just seems like, and maybe it's just Big Pizza wants us to think that pizza is a bigger part of Super Bowl than I remember.
I do like pizza, so there's that.
Yeah, it's easy to order a bunch of it and have it around for a bunch of people. Okay.
Yep, makes it easy.
Oh, man, yeah, I could go for pizza right now. I feel like I've been craving pizza a lot recently.
Did your family growing up, did you guys have any like Super Bowl traditions as far as food or?
Not that I can recall.
Yeah.
Yeah, just I would say a similar variety as to whatever we would have, whatever, what's it called? Potluck. There you go. whatever.
Okay.
Like, seemed like typically you had the same family, maybe extended family and friends over for that. So is whatever typical potluck thing you would expect at other similar events. How about you?
My dad would go to the grocery store on Saturday, and he'd let us get like some extra out of the ordinary snacky stuff. You know, if we'd never get Funyuns, he'd let us get a bag of Funyuns. But I remember making like sandwiches on Super Bowl, but like not fancier makes it sound fancier bread than white bread, like rye bread or
Oh, okay. Yeah.
you know,
Sourdough.
yeah, and maybe like some different cheese because I don't remember we had cheese in the house other than like Velveeta or Kraft singles.
And now that I think about it, I do think the queso was kind of a mainstay.
Yeah.
So I can vividly recall the skin that queso gets, after it's been sitting there untouched for a bit. Once halftime approaches.
Stir the skin.
Yeah, stir the skin, or just peel the skin off with your finger and blah, 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 blah. Just eat it.
Ew.
I'm just kidding. I'm sure someone does that, though.
I was going to say, that doesn't sound like you at all.
No, not so much. But.
I could see you peeling the skin and throwing it away, and I'd be like, no, just stir it in. It's fine. We don't waste the skin. Come on. Gross.
And that's the exact noise you have to make. I envision you peel the skin off, and then you tilt your head back, and then you eat it like it's grapes. Like you would see someone dangle grapes into their mouth.
Yes.
And then you go, blah, 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 like that.
As some of the skin drips and
bring it down your gullet. Yeah.
Gross. I don't know. I just remember it wasn't extravagant. I don't remember doing a lot of Super Bowl parties growing up. I remember it just being at our house.
Same here.
Because my dad always had to work the next morning. And I just remember like we'd not spoiled at the grocery store, but like all the times that we'd ask for things. Oh, can we get? And my parents would be like, no. Feels like Super Bowl. They'd be like, all right, fine. Get the fancy pickles or because the way would be like, oh, I know you love these pickles too, Dad. Or, oh, Cheese Whiz on Fritz crackers. Come on.
How many jars of pickle juice you have sitting in your fridge right now, Kate?
2.
With no pickles in them?
With no pickles in them.
Fantastic. Good job.
Thank you.
And then how many jars do you have in there that do have pickles in them?
2.
What kind of pickles?
One's a Clausen and one is a, I can't think of the name. It's like a plastic tub.
Well, what?
I know. I can't not use the word tub.
What kind of pickles, though? I mean, what, like dill?
Yeah, regular pickles, but they're more a fresher pickle, I guess. They're not as mass produced. They don't last as long as jarred pickles. They don't last that long in our house, but.
Is this from the artisanal pickle place that you?
No.
Didn't you have your mom mailing you pickles for a minute? Wasn't that a thing? Am I wrong on this?
No, she wouldn't mail them to me. And it wasn't artisanal. It was hot pickles from Perupski's in Topeka.
That's right.
Yeah. That if you have any sinus issues, you get some Perupski pickles and then you either eat a couple and like fry out your sinuses or you just put your nose in the jar and then you're like, whoa, I can breathe again.
Perubsky, Prubsky.
Perubsky. Perubsky. They have a little deli and grocery store in Little Russia in Topeka, and they're known for serving a lot of the state lawmakers. Like when they'd have lunch at the Capitol, they'd go down to Little Russia and they'd get chili or sandwiches. And
I'll need to go there sometime.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's tiny, but there's all these pictures on the wall of, all these well-known politicians that when they'd come into the state, they'd take them down to Perupski's. And so all the who's who, but they have really good chili and they have really good pickles.
The who's who of state politics.
Yeah. And state celebrity.
Topeka is the capital of Kansas.
It is.
And I didn't even have to look at the map, Kate.
Wichita's pretty jealous, but sorry, suckers. T-Town it is. Top city, baby.
Are you anti-Wichita due to your Topeka upbringing, Kate?
Not at all. I didn't even know how snotty Wichita was until I moved further west.
Oh.
And they were like, we should be the capital. And I'm like, but you're not. So build a bridge. Get over it.
I had not heard that before.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Why is Topeka the capital? Yeah. Wichita thinks they're better than Kansas. Newsflash. They're not.
Wichita. Oh, really? They think they're better than the whole state.
The whole state.
Okay. I did
We
not.
don't belong here.
I did not know that. Or what are you basing this on? Just people that you know
Yeah.
from Wichita? Oh, okay.
And the feel once you're in Wichita.
The feel. The Wichita feel.
The feel. Everybody thinks they're better than you. Yeah.
I know some Wichita descendants, and they seem cool to me.
That's good. Do they still live in Wichita?
One does. One left Wichita,
Okay.
in fact, to experience life elsewhere, and then went back, Kate. So that's a pretty good endorsement.
That's interesting. It's typical Wichita. Just
God. Watch out, Wichita. Kate's coming at you.
I didn't really mean that, but I was like, this is going to sound good.
We got more potato feedback here, Kate,
Yeah.
as we progress
Potato.
from Waldemar. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. Potatoes equal vodka. Shoestring potatoes, potato chips, tater tot casserole, potatoes and stews, loaded mashed potatoes, stuffed potatoes, seasoned French fries, tater hash, potato salad, baked potato salad, home fries, hash browns, potato pancakes, sweet potato fries, yams. Some of those we'd already said, but there were
Some of them we said, but yeah, I know that we missed a couple of those that I'm going, how did I miss that? Loaded baked potato, which for me, that's just a baked potato. Like some people call it loaded. That's how I prefer my baked potato.
Right.
If it doesn't come with all the goods, what's the point? But yeah, good call.
Now, if you have potatoes equal vodka, that gives you a whole nother
Yeah.
branch of things that you could derive from potatoes.
Right?
Yeah.
Well done. I like potato feedback, except for it makes me like real hungry. And I probably did leave out sweet potato fries and sweet potatoes in general because I don't eat them. So they don't count. Just
Man.
kidding. I'm kidding. They would have been good in my little rambling of potatoes.
Yeah, I like sweet potatoes.
I figured you would.
Yeah. We've had more feedback, I feel like, on potatoes than any other topic so far.
I know. And I love it.
It continues to come in, and if you have additional potato feedback you'd like to get to us, well, no guarantee it'll make it on today's show, but who knows? Maybe we'll get a streak. Maybe potatoes will be an everyday topic for a while.
I know. I didn't think that we'd get as much like hot topic feedback from potatoes. So now I'm like trying to think of what else can we... Pizza toppings.
Oh, that one can get rough real quick because a
No
lot of people
kidding.
say that, especially once you get to like pineapple.
I was just going there, Matt. I was just going to say pineapple's not a topping. Go.
Right. So
Oh, I could just like hear all the brakes on the cars right now. Like, she said, what?
I think probably more people will agree with you than disagree, but I do think, yeah,
You think so?
pineapple with like Canadian bacon is actually an okay combination, but I will allow the objection to stand. I'm not going to say, oh, you're wrong, because it may simply be not needed. I don't know.
I mean, I'm not going to say that you're wrong. It's not a topping because people obviously love it. I'm just going to say there's something wrong with you in general that you like pineapple on your pizza. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding.
Well, pineapple and ham go together nicely.
Okay, again, you think I'm a picky eater, and I don't think I do myself any favors, but ham is also on my list. I don't eat ham.
Sheesh.
I know.
Okay, well, I have felt bad about eating pig recently, so
Okay.
I don't hold that against you too much.
But there's got to be some sort of like magical combination because of the sweet and the salty. It's just not for me. And I'm not a huge warm fruit person. Like I'm not a big pie person.
Right.
So,
right.
when people like go crazy over apple pie, I'm happy for you. It's just not my favorite. I could do like,
Fruit should be room temperature or refrigerated, is your thought?
yeah, I could do that. Like an apple crumble that's been in the fridge or out on the counter for a couple days.
Oh.
I just don't like warm fruit. I'm sorry.
Okay. I know that's another thing that I think a lot of people will agree with you on. That
Yeah.
fruit has no business being hot.
And I like, green peppers on a pizza, but I don't want them to be hot. I want them to still kind of crunch.
Oh, okay. Interesting. So you would add them after the fact?
Yeah. If I'm making pizza, yeah.
Okay.
And I have a hard time ordering green peppers on pizza because I'm like, they're not going to do it right.
So what, you cut them up and then mush them into the finished pizza? Is that what you're saying?
No, like I pull it out like a little bit before it's done and then sprinkle the green peppers.
That's a good tip.
Or tomatoes. I like tomatoes on pizza, but I don't like them to be like mushy.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned tomatoes, Kate, 'cause you know what tomatoes are.
They are a fruit, Matt.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to rush and put bananas, that's another thing I don't eat, in my salad. Gosh, maybe I do have a longer list than I thought.
Yeah, I don't eat bananas either, so I'll actually align with you on that one.
You'll allow it. Okay, thank you.
Align with.
Okay, thank you.
And yeah, clearly I'll also allow. I mean, I allow a lot of the things. I mean, I'm not. Have I ever once forced any of these food items you don't like into your mouth, Kate?
No, but when you talk about the pineapple, I'll allow it. Like, Matt's the end all be all. So that's what I thought you were going to say. Allow. A lie.
The end all be all. That's not. Don't make me sound like that. That's not me. What are you doing?
No? Okay.
I think I'm pretty live and let live kind of guy, but maybe not.
No, I think you're right. You are live and let live. With a side eye.
Did I say I'll allow pineapple? I think I said it either way. Whatever. I understand the arguments against both.
I'll allow it.
If there's pizza and it's there, I did not say that once today.
This is not the first time you've said I'll allow it.
I did not say.
I'm just throwing that out there.
Kate, this isn't going to work because I said align before and you misheard it as allow.
I assumed you were going to say allow because you had said it previously.
Well, you know what happens when you assume, Kate.
I know. I'm an assumer.
You make it out of yourself. That's right. I went there.
You went there.
I was not going to say aloud. I wasn't going to be like that.
Okay.
I have been trying to work on that, though. You're right. I do say that too much. I'll allow it. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
See?
Right.
Not that far-fetched.
Emperor of food. Here I come to smack your pineapple Canadian bacon pizza out of your hand.
Right.
How dare you?
Put that trash down.
I tell you what, if that's sitting there, I mean, if someone's like, oh, I got pizza, and I'm like, well, okay, what kind of pizza did you get? It's probably going to get, I'm probably going to eat it. And that includes pineapple's way up on the list of things I'll eat. Yes, I'll have that on that pizza. I will have that pizza. There aren't too many pizzas that I won't eat. I mean, there are ones where I'm like, well, why would you have that when you can have the food item it's based on? Like the maybe we talked about this too before, like the buffalo chicken pizza, for example, or the taco pizza,
or cheeseburger pizza.
Cheeseburger pizza is pretty good. Have you had it?
It is real good. It is real good. I like cheeseburger pizza, and I haven't had a good cheeseburger pizza in a long time.
Pizza with barbecue on it.
Oh, barbecue chicken.
I'm fairly certain I've complained about that one before.
Okay, but every now and then, you've got barbecue sauce as the base, you've got some chicken, you've got some cheese, and then you have pickles on the side. Oh, it's good. I don't do barbecue chicken pizza. Like, it's not something I'll order, but I will make barbecue chicken pizza. That sounds really good, actually.
Yeah, see, I feel so with meat with like barbecue or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, let's get some brisket. You want it on a pizza, or do you just want it by itself? It's like I kind of want to get full on the barbecue. That's all. That's what I want filling the entirety of my guts.
Right.
Is the brisket.
The pizza is extra. You don't need the pizza.
Yeah, the pizza's just filler.
Yeah.
So, and once again, I know I've said this before, due to where we live, there's just so many good barbecue places. Why would you ruin the barbecue by putting it on a pizza?
I totally understand that. Yep. And I don't order it, but I'm like, oh, I've got some shredded chicken I got to use. What's something I can do besides quesadillas or tacos or chicken salad?
Yeah.
I haven't done it in a long time, so now I'm like, ooh, I do have some shredded chicken in the fridge. I think I'm having barbecue pizza.
A friend of mine on Instagram posted a photo of, well, first off, the brisket that he went through all the different steps, of rubbing it and putting it into the smoker and then it being finished and then it becoming leftovers the next day as part of a scrambled egg dish that looked really, really good.
Oh, yeah. Brisket in your eggs.
Yeah, I think I'd mentioned before, like burnt ends, like beef burnt ends are really good with hash browns or whatever and some eggs on there.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Sounds good.